Hey guys, Ashlane here. MikeyNutz Ultimate Dark Elixir Farming Guide. So who is MikeyNutz? Well, he's a co-leader in Battle Elite. He is level 36 Barbarian King, level 40 Queen, and an over 7 million heroic heist. He's gemmed his heroes almost to max, and today I'm going to show you how you can do it too. First, let's look over some of his sample logs. You can see he hits for anywhere from 35 to 6,000 Dark Elixir per raid. I'm going to show you exactly how he does it. Coming up here, you can see his armies always pretty much identical. He's going to use Balloonion army, and you can see he doesn't use many spells either. The army is a 14-minute cook time. He has 7 balloons in each barracks, 40 minions on boost, and 10 minions not on boost. Camp size 140 balloons, 50 minions, and he keeps boosting 4 barracks and 1 dark barracks. He keeps 1 dark barracks off boost. So he needs all those minions to try to access all the Dark Elixir. So what you're looking for is bases with over 3,000 Dark Elixir minimum, that's only using 2 spells, and bases with 5,000 or more Dark Elixir, and you can use basically your full arsenal of spells, whether it be 4 or 5. You want to know where the Dark Elixir is located, whether it's in the pumps or the storage, and if it's too spread out, don't be afraid to next. The best range is 2750 to 2850 cups. Not above 2950, there's too many broke pushers up there, and you don't want to use your heroes if at all possible. If you do, that's fine on a nice raid, but for the raid after the one where you use your heroes, you'll be shooting for anywhere around 3,000 Dark Elixir, but you can find a base with 1,500 and just live off that bonus. Now skips, be prepared to next on average 60 times and up to 150 times. Search for up to 11 minutes. That's basically 3 minutes less than your cook time of 14 minutes. So your league bonus up in Master actually covers 120 skips. So don't be afraid to skip. Here's some more sample raid wins by MikeyNutz here. This is a 5,600 one, a 4,000 one. Basically just showing you some samples of what he does every single raid. Now the reason he finds these raids is because he's patient. Patience is the #1 virtue in Dark Elixir farming, and as you can see, he largely ignores the golden elixir. If you come across a 300,000 golden elixir raid, don't be afraid to pass. You should pass on those raids because you're really focusing on Dark Elixir farming here. So I'm going to show you guys a sample raid by Mikey here. This is another 6,300. I'm going to basically bring you a couple sample raids, video replays, just to show you how he goes about these attacks. And here's one right here. So there's 3725 available. Nothing huge compared to some of those that we did see, but you can see he knows the Dark Elixir there's a good amount in that storage, and basically what Mikey does here is he kind of paints around the corners. You want to take your time, use that whole 3 minutes if you have to of the raid, basically paint those balloons, start to clear the outside units. As you can see, these bases aren't really formidable because he's only in Master 2, and he goes ahead and puts some balloons in the open area. Once again, he's just trying to get to those, he's trying to locate where the Dark Elixir is, then he's trying to plan an attack, a very patient attack, and how to get there. So you can see he's clearing out all the outside units, and he has so many minions, as I told you before, because basically those minions are going to be the main unit to paint. He's going to paint with some balloons, and then he's going to add those minions. They're going to go after the Dark Elixir. So basically, you guys can all use this strategy too. I know what a lot of you are thinking is, oh, I don't have max balloons, I don't have max minions. As you can see, those minions are getting at that pump right there. But if you don't have max, you can still use the same strategy. It's best if you do it in a league as high as possible, as high as you can actually attack and win against bases, because you're living partially off the Dark Elixir bonus. So being in Master League would really be preferential. But if you're just too low for that, you can actually still use this strategy, but you'll have to continue to be patient and continue to be very, very patient on those next passing villages, basically called nexting. So you can see here, Mike is getting that the other pump there. He's identified that there's probably around 700 or so elixir in both pumps, maybe around 600. So he's probably going to go after that last pump and then go after the elixir storage itself. So if we pause here, you can see he still has his eye on that storage, but he still wants to get the 700, 600, 700 or so in the actual pump. So there's 2,400 left, so he basically knows where it's located. So like I said, that's one of the keys to these elixir farming, is you want to know, basically where any farming, you want to know where it's located. So the first thing you're going to do when you look at a base is you're going to identify where the loot is. Now, if it's not or super early in the season, and the enemy doesn't have a shield yet, you know that it's probably located in the pumps. But a more telltale sign of where the elixir is located is obviously you can see how full the actual units are. So he puts his heroes down. They're gonna go for the storage. He wasn't able to access that pump on this one, but basically this is his bread and butter. This is what he does. He has gemmed over 7 million dark elixir. He's not gemmed, farmed rather. And there you go. It's over 3,000 plus his bonus. You got to keep in mind he's getting that Master 2 bonus, so he's going to clear 4,000 there. So basically, this is what he does. He just boosts. And I'm going to show you his profile once again. This is actually probably a day or two old material here. But you can see his Dark Elixir right before the Heroic Heist had not hit 7 million there. It's like at 6.9 million. But you can basically see this is what Mikey does on his Dark Elixir farming. So once again, I just want to stress that he does does try to ignore elixir in gold. When you're Dark Elixir farming, sometimes you can get sidetracked, and that's one thing he did want to stress on this farming guide. When using Balloonions, you want to make sure you just focus on the Dark Elixir and you don't go for the gold and the elixir. Sometimes you can be baited in using your army when it doesn't really count. Basically, what you're trying to do here is you're trying to get the Dark Elixir. You're not trying to be sidetracked by your the other raids, unless you're just generally farming for a general purpose, of course. Now, this base here is a little bit different. They have their air defenses on the outside, which doesn't make a lot of sense. But like I said, you don't really see the best designs in the game, the best base designs up in Master 2, just because a lot of these people aren't pushing, they're farming, some of them are inactive, and I know a few of you have asked for a Dark Elixir guide, and I just wanted to stress, and Mikey wanted to stress when I was talking to him about his strategy, is that everybody asks him the same question. How do you find these bases? Where do you go? What global do you go in? Do you, switch languages? Blah, blah, blah. But basically, the key to the whole strategy is just being patient. It's kind of like the key to pushing is being patient. You can see here, he's painting again with his balloons. He's found out where the elixir is, and almost all of it appears, or at least over half of it, is in that storage. So he clears away to the storage. The minions get it, and you can see he doesn't use what he doesn't have to use. He hasn't used his heroes at all here. He's got a minion going on the southern pump right now. There's 400 left, so let's speed things up here. And once again, he doesn't use his spells if he doesn't have to. So he's very frugal with his spells, because you don't want to use the elixir if you don't have to. And once again, over 3,200 there. So I hope you guys enjoyed this farming strategy using Balloonion troops, and hope you guys try it out yourselves. Leave feedback, let me know how it works for you. And thanks for MikeyNutz for letting me do this. Take care, guys.